Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Super.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my face
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First down. Bowman. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Jones on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll run on first down. It's Lucas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones looking long for Thomas, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Mike 10.
On first down, Hayes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Hayes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch out.
Back to throw. Hayes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Kansas City.
Ready. Pick and choose the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges, Watch quick. Watch sick.
Jones on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm going back to you.
Now a give, right side. Lucas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They come out here in the I, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Hayes. And he's going to go down again.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hayes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Rabbit. Rabbit on it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hayes. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Now a handoff working right.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hayes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 4.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
On 1st and 10, Hayes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Showing up, showing up. Joker, 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 joker.
To throw again. Hayes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. Let's go. Come on. Shoot. Mike 52. Mike 52. Come to my world. We want it. Come to the world.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No. Off. Eddie Weber. Go. Yeah. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 52.
Throwing again. Hayes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check three. Safe.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. AC Gator. You ain't got nothing. Alert flare.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Mark 4, get in the weight room. Shift.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Turns the mic. Go. Hey, get in the way. Go. We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. We don't want this. Mike 10.
Looking to throw. Hayes. And incomplete.
Hayes pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Zoom. They've got Mike 10 right here. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check 25, check 25.
From the gun, Hayes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Check, check. Lucky.
Back to throw. Jones going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Hayes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight end's right. 4 down. Mike, 4. I got one. That's it. Mike, 4.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Manning. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hayes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. Hayes looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch out for 86. Back. Check 15. Check 15.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, it's Lucas. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch two. Crunch time, defense.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. Trotted. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib.